Hello, hello, hello. Happy Christmas Eve. The market is still open and you see the numbers. Right now it's about 1250 on December 24th. You see that the S&P 500 is at 2364. So we're just about 9 points away from a bear market, but you've got all major markets selling off right now. Volatility up around 35. So what is going on? Why are you seeing this right now? Hey, 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 happy Christmas Eve here to you. I'm going to try and back up without falling down. So I just want to do a quick update for you in case you are getting text updates like I was, or maybe you are just seeing, here, get out of the way. You're just seeing the numbers there on the screen of what's going on. So big weekend this past weekend with news stories, of course, from the administration looking at trying to get rid of Jerome Powell unofficially. And, Jerome Powell is the head of the Federal Reserve, and basically Trump doesn't like that interest rates are rising. He doesn't think that it is positive for the economy. And so he's looking at some options around, how to adjust that policy. And that in conjunction happening at the same time as the government shutdown, the partial government shutdown, it just doesn't do a lot for market confidence, and that's why you're seeing a lot of turmoil here. A lot of international traders and traders in general recognize that holidays like today are going to have limited liquidity, which basically means a lot of people are on vacation, and so if they're going to sell, it might sell off heavier than what it normally would on a normal day. And so, for that reason, you're seeing a pretty big move. Like I mentioned in the beginning, the S&P 500 is just about 9 points away from a 20% drop since September 21st. And if it hits that number, then what you'll see is that the S&P 500 will enter into a bear market, and that would join the Russell 2000, which is down 27% since September 21st, and then the NASDAQ is down 22% since September 21st. When a market falls over 20%, that's considered a bear market, and so that's what you're seeing there, and that we may see here with the S&P 500. So it's significant because it's happening at the end of the year. This would be the fourth day in a row that we're seeing a sell-off, and what was interesting is obviously the news stories over the weekend were big, but then also you had Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin actually call a meeting both with the banks, the major banks in the U.S., and then also with all the regulators. And the intention of that was to set the tone to let them know that the markets will remain open even during a partial government shutdown, and that the FDIC, SEC, and all the other regulators are responsible to keep an eye on the markets during that time period. But the meeting with the major banks was interesting in that, basically he's trying to reassure these guys that despite the headlines that they have a plan, and that there is stability in the administration when it comes to things like monetary policy. I think that the whole thing is obviously very interesting. The Federal Reserve isn't elected, and it doesn't represent any part of the government itself. So drawing attention to that is probably a smart move by Trump, considering the policy and just questioning it. But what's significant about it is that you have seen a sell-off for 4 days, and that makes it an issue because we've seen basically all fourth quarter, whether it be news stories about the trade war or a slowdown in the economy or rising interest rates, that there's been a lot of turmoil in the markets. And so for that reason, it's something that we have to pay attention to. So I wanted to do this video for my clients just to say Merry Christmas, and I hope that you're getting some time with your family and enjoying that. But also to let you know, we've already begun the adjustment process. Going back to early Thanksgiving, we had plans in place, and we're already making adjustments with trades and different positions, whatnot, so that it reflects the risk in the market aligned with your financial plan. If you're not working with me currently but have questions about your situation, please feel free to reach out to me. Basically, times like these during the holiday season are meant to be spent with your family. And if you have to worry about stuff of, what the president is tweeting or, what is going on in the market. It just doesn't give you the opportunity to relax. So thanks a lot for tuning in this video, and I hope that you have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.